Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Breakfast with Brandon. I have a special guest here. We're going to do something different. We're outside. I mean, you can see the truck. This is very different, but I'm going to let Kristen let you guys know what's going on. Kristen is with Students for Life America. They're going around the country. They're showing awareness for what the devastating effects that Planned Parenthood has on our community and on the society. So without further ado, I'm going to let Kristen go ahead and tell you guys her story.
Thank you so much. Yes, this is our national Socket to PP tour that we're on. We're so honored today to actually be here in Arizona. It's gorgeous. And we are going in front of Planned Parenthood mega facilities and Senator's office, U.S. Senator's offices, telling them to uphold the promises that they made when they were elected to defund Planned Parenthood over more than $500 million of taxpayer dollars. Planned Parenthood is our nation's largest abortion vendor. They commit more than 320,000 abortions every single year, and they get more than $1 million every day of our taxpayer funds. Behind me is our truck filled with 328,348 baby socks. Each and every one of these baby socks behind me represents one child that Planned Parenthood will abort this year. And you know, Brendan, we were talking about how can we make an impact in Washington, D.C., and how can we get the Senate and Congress to pay attention to pro-lifers and really take us seriously, take this issue seriously. That Planned Parenthood is the nation's largest abortion vendor. They're one of the biggest lobbyists in Washington, D.C., and yet they're receiving almost $500 million. And this is when the idea that came to us of let's show Congress, let's show our senators the enormity of Planned Parenthood's abortion industry. And that's exactly what we do. Because the sad reality is every single one of these socks in this truck should be filled with those precious little baby feet. And they're not. Because we, as U.S. taxpayers, have continued to allow Planned Parenthood to abort this many children in our nation every year. They commit 1 in every 3 abortions in our nation. And in fact, as their taxpayer dollars go up, their abortions they commit increases.
Wow. That's devastating. You know, and I think just, we were talking earlier, I told you about my story and different things like that, but Planned Parenthood is a shady organization. They mislead people. They get these young people's minds into going into a situation where it's only one way out, and that's abortion. And I know that you and I both agree, and I know that most people watching agree. People would love to take in your child through adoption. There's people who cannot have children. They would love to have children. There's a lot of other avenues that you can go about it. You can take the step of saying, okay, I didn't plan this, but you know what? I'm going to take the step. I'm going to be an adult, and I'm going to take care of my child. And that's what I did. My child was not planned. But I said, you know what? It's time to be a man. It's time to step up and take care of my responsibilities. I made the decision, and I got to stick with it, no matter what. And so that's what I think is a positive thing that we should push forward. And obviously, I love what you're doing. I love you guys going all around the country. And you guys are doing the conferences, what do they call them? The press conferences right in front of elected officials' offices. And then you guys are going from here down to Glendale, and then you're going to go to the Planned Parenthood there.
That's right.
And do a press conference there.
That's right. Yeah, we want people in the communities across the country to see just exactly what happens behind those closed doors of Planned Parenthood. I am a firm believer in the only reason Planned Parenthood exists today, why illegal abortion in our country exists today, is because what happens in abortion is behind closed doors. People do not see what happens in that abortion. And a lot of people, even pro-choice people or pro-choice friends and family, everyone likes to think of abortion as rare. No one likes to think of abortion happening this much. And this is only Planned Parenthood's abortions. This is only 1/3 of abortions in our country. And it doesn't matter white, black, conservative, liberal, young, old. When people see these socks, especially when we get them out on the ground and put them in front of a press conference, when people see them, everyone's mouths drop. Everyone becomes silent because they know innately that there's something wrong happening here. And that's why we're going in front of these mega Planned Parenthood abortion facilities. That's why we're going for these elected officials' offices. And it's actually why we're touring 90 college campuses right now with this display.
Wow, 90 college campuses. That's a lot of college campuses. And I think that you guys are being effective. No matter what, you know you're going to have those naysayers. There are going to be people that come out and they're going to try to vandalize your truck. They're going to try to do all that stuff. You know, you have those individuals who at one point was pro-choice. And then you plant that seed. And then eventually they'll come around And then they'll start seeing the reality that we're killing humans. We're killing young people who could be the president of the United States, young people who can be students, who can further the cause in America through innovation, through hard work, dedication, inspiration, somebody who can write books and do great things in this country. And all of these socks represent all of these lives that could have been on earth, that could have done wonderful things. And I can say this, at least for myself, my son is 7 years old, and I'm glad that I made the decision to keep my son and to raise him, and I believe that one day he's going to be a great man.
That's amazing.
So thank you for coming. You guys they're going down to Glendale today. We're going to go down there with you.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Hopefully they don't get too crazy out there.
No, it should be easy. We were protesting in Ohio, and you know what we usually find when people come and protest us is a lot of these women who come and protest, they themselves are hurting. They're hurting from a past abortion decision, and so the best thing we can do is continue to remain in a prayerful state. You know, continue talking. And I had a woman with a sock puppet in my face for an hour screaming at me, but we continued getting the word out and spreading truth. And you know, the goal is exactly what you said, is planting that seed. And so why we were out there, why we were enduring their ridicule and their cursing and their chanting at us, because we were standing for truth, and we were standing for something much greater than ourselves, and we hope we planted that seed inside of them.
Right. Thanks, Kristen. Thanks for coming on to the show. I appreciate you. I appreciate people that do the things that you do, because we do have a right to protest as well. We don't have to always lay down and let them be the ones with the voice. We can have a voice, and we're going to do it all around the country. We support you guys here, and thank you for coming on the show. God bless you. We love you. We'll be praying for you guys, and we'll see you next time.